So that the vector I plus j plus k is equally inclined to the axis ox, oy, oz. Means this vector given I plus j plus k make equal angle with the axis ox, oy and oz. So what is this r vector? R vector is given to you I plus j plus k. So you can write from here a, b and c. So a equal to 1, b equal to 1 and c equal to 1 you get. Now you will find simple r. Simple r means magnitude of r vector, that you get root 3. So now you have to find the direction cosines. Direction cosines will be a equal to l equal to a upon r, that you get 1 upon root 3. M equal to b upon r, that also you get 1 upon root 3. N equal to c upon r, that is 1 upon root 3. Now in a previous session also I explained you that LMNR. What is LMNR? Direction cosines. So you can write L equal to cos alpha, so M equal to cos beta also, N equal to cos gamma also. Now you will find out by these that cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma are equal. So you will write here cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma is equal. By this it implies that alpha, beta, gamma are equal, and alpha, beta, gamma are angle made by the this vector r with the ox, oy, oz. Means you can say that this vector r is equally inclined to the axis, so that the direction cosines of a vector equally inclined to the axis ox, oy, oz are 1 upon root 3, 1 upon root 3 and 1 upon root 3. Means you have to show that the direction cosines of a vector, that is equal. Look here, sum of two vectors. How we can do the sum of two vectors? A is given to you xi plus yj plus zk, and b vector is given x2i plus y2j plus z2k. Now you have to add a plus b vector. This vector you have to add. Then I coefficients you will add, jj coefficients you will add, and kk coefficients you will add. So you will get this a plus b vector, that will be x1 plus x2 I cap plus y1 plus y2 j cap and z1 plus z2 k cap. If you have to subtract this a minus b, and a vector and b vector you subtract, then also you will do the same as it is, that I coefficients you will subtract, jj coefficients you will subtract, and kk coefficients you subtract. You get a minus b equal to x1 minus x2 I cap, y1 minus y2 j cap and z1 minus z2 k cap. Of vector addition you have to understand, that is first property is a plus b or b plus a, both will be same. So this addition also follow the commutative properties. Second property is the a plus b bracket plus c equal to a plus bracket b plus c, that will be also equal. That is property is called associative property. Now we have a zero vector, that if you write a vector plus zero vector, that will be equal to 0 plus a vector, and that will be a vector. Means if you add a zero vector to any vector, there is the no change. Look here, one more, we have the triangle law of vector addition. Look here, what is the triangle law of look here, one person is go from a to b and then b to c. So what is you have ab plus bc, and that is equal to ac, that is equal to AC. So in vector rules we have the displacement only. So if you go from A to B and then B to C, or you go direct A to C, that is the same. So look here, A plus AB vector plus BC vector equal to AC vector, and this is known as a triangle law of vector addition. Same as it is, we have a parallelogram. Look here, in parallelogram law of two vectors addition, what we have, look here also you can understand this. Here if a and b represented by the two adjacent side of a parallelogram, look here, a vector and this b vector is a represent the adjacent side of a parallelogram, then a plus b is represented by the diagonal of a parallelogram. Look here, this is a parallelogram, and this a plus b will represent by the diagonal of a parallelogram. So hope you understand this part also. Vector joining two points. Here two points are given p and q, and this vector pq join two points. Now this point vector you can find pq vector, that will be x2 minus x1i plus y2 minus y1j plus z2 minus z1k. Now you have to find the PQ modulus, and PQ modulus is what is length of this PQ, that we will find by here root x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square plus z2 minus z1 square. Review the section formula. You have to understand section formula already we done in 10th class also. Again you have to understand this point P is given to you, point Q is given to you, and here is point given R. This R point divide this PQ line segment in M ratio n. So we can understand here that here we have two vector. One is OP vector, second is OQ vector, and we have to find OR vector such that this OR means R here divide this PQ in M ratio n. So what is here we write OP vector we can generally write by A, this OQ vector we can write by B, and this OR vector we write by R. If two vectors OP and OQ are given to have the find OR vector when divide PQ line segment in M ratio n internally given. So OR vector will be what is M, this M you will multiply by OQ, and N this you will multiply by OP. Okay, so you will get this M OQ plus N OP upon M plus N. So this R vector also you can write MB plus NA vector upon M plus N. And look here, same case you have if R divide PQ externally, then R will be MB vector minus NA vector upon M minus N. Now R is a midpoint of PQ, then simply you can write R equal to A plus B by 2. Hope you understand all these formulae, and after that we will do the